What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of the big Champions League semi-final clash between PSG and Manchester City in the semi-final of the Champions League. It's the big one. It's the Champions League semi-final first leg in Paris at the Parc Des Princes with no fans. PSG taking on Man City. It's an 8 PM kickoff time. British summertime on Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. Can Manchester City finally make it to the illustrious Champions League final for the first time? Can we also score for the first time in the Champions League semi-final? That would be nice. Now, before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, and do subscribe. It's free. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. 17k subscribers, that is the aim. We're less than 700 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below, and also sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Now, lastly, before we crack on with this video is sponsored and brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It's a free app for you to download. It's the best footballing app out there, in my opinion. Link is at the top of my description. Downloading the OneFootball app does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Rightio, let's crack on with this preview. PSG, they helped knock out Manchester United in the group stage of the Champions League before knocking out Barcelona in the last 16 of the Champions League. That was mainly thanks to a very impressive away victory in their first leg at the Nou Camp, which helped them to knock out Barcelona. Then in the quarter-finals, thanks to their first leg victory in Germany, they helped to get knock out Bayern Munich. So two massive scouts, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, on their route to facing Manchester City. All pressure onto us, you would suggest, with that one. PSG know what it takes to knock out the big teams and be able to grind out and get results. The only advantage City have here, PSG, they're not playing away from home in this first leg and looking to cause a surprise and get a shock and get that result under their belts. Instead, I feel like it's pressure over to PSG. They're the home team. They're the one needing the win and the result and having something to work with going into Manchester. So pressure onto them and not onto us. We can just sit back, play our game, and hopefully hurt them on the counter-attack and come away with an away goal. Hopefully a result, a draw, a win would be absolutely amazing here in Paris and would set us up really nicely going into the second leg. Let's not forget, though, this is just the first half. It's the first 90 minutes of a 180-minute clash between PSG and Manchester City, and always first legs are very important, and I would always rather be away from home first in the first leg than at home for the second leg, having home advantage, knowing what we need to do. Away goals, absolutely crucial. Getting a result, in my opinion, crucial as well. But I'll speak about that in more detail. I see PSG sitting deeper. I see PSG allowing us to have the ball. They want to hurt us on the counter-attack. Angel Di Maria, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, they can hurt us on the counter-attack. It's a big ask for our defence. These big game players, I'm expecting them to be starting, whether they're fully fit for PSG or not. I'm fully aware that Mbappe limped off towards the end of their Liga 1 game at the weekend. I'm fully aware that he hasn't fully taken part in training for them. He'll be starting, you mark my words, and he will cause Manchester City problems. So our defence needs to be absolutely on it Will Pep change anything around? That remains to be seen. I suspect he may go with a very similar team to the one that knocked out Borussia Dortmund, which they've earned their way to the semi-final, so I don't think we could possibly argue against it. But elsewhere, looking at their team, Keylor Navas, I'm expected to be starting in goal. Kimpembe, I imagine, will be at the back. Marquinhos, he's back in training, will more than likely be risked in this game and starting. Verratti's just come back. He started in the Liga 1 game at the weekend. Possibly Gueye, however you say his name, he could be starting in the middle as well. I'm looking towards other players. Got good strength in depth here. PSG, good quality players to come off the bench and look to maybe utilise these players across the two legs. So I'm talking players like Icardi, Julian Draxler, Moise Kean, Dagba as well. They've got good options here that can definitely cause Manchester City a lot of problems. They're a decent team. They're struggling a little bit in Liga 1. Normally it's an easy trophy for PSG to be able to win. Not as of this season, as of yet. I imagine PSG had sacrificed the Liga 1 for the possibility of winning the Champions League. They know a good result over two legs here puts them into the Champions League final once more, and they want to rectify them wrongs that they had last season, of course, when they lost to Bayern Munich in the final. So you mark my words, this will be two very difficult games here for Manchester City. Now, speaking of Manchester City, our route to the semi-final here, we knocked out Mönchengladbach in the last 16 over two matches in Hungary at the Puskás Arena in Budapest. Then we knocked out Borussia Dortmund to get here, winning both them games by 2-1. We didn't play particularly well in either of them games, but we did get the job done. We have had Champions League semi-final experience before. We got knocked out by Real Madrid, of course, in 2016 when it was Manuel Pellegrini's last season, so the 2015-16 season with Manuel Pellegrini's last season at City. We drew the first leg of that game 0-0 at the Etihad Stadium and followed it with a 1-0 away loss at the Bernabeu, and we ended up going out. So like I said, I want us to put in a good performance here and actually score a goal and give a game to PSG. What's so important is about what is a good result, and a good result when you're away from home is just avoiding defeat. I know lots of people are saying be positive, try and win. This is a Champions League semi-final against a top quality team. You mark my words, anything but a loss here for Manchester City, in my opinion, puts City in the driver's seat for the match in Manchester, where you'd expect City to be beating literally everybody on their day at home. So it's all about what we can do in this first leg, and it holds the key as to who will progress to the final. But I'm confident we can go to Paris and get a result. I'm confident that we can score goals. I'm confident that we can win the game as well. If we play to the best of our ability, we do need to be playing better than what we did against Dortmund over them two legs, in my opinion. Now, how's this game going to be approached? I'd probably be tempted to let PSG come at us and us sit back a little bit. Let them have a little bit more possession than what normally we would allow teams to have. Let's not forget, 0-0, it's a good result for us. Ideally, we wanted an away goal, and 1-1 or 2-2 is a much better result than 0-0. Just us avoiding defeat and having a 0-0 is a good result, in my opinion. Then it's all about who scores that first goal in Manchester, which would hold the key as to who progresses or not. Like I said, we've done this before. We've played PSG before. We knocked them out in the quarter-finals in 2016. That was largely thanks to us picking up a very impressive 2-2 away draw in that first leg in Paris, and something similar here will be absolutely fantastic. A 2-1 loss, a 3-2 loss, as long as there's a goal in the game, and City have an away goal, so I mean City lose by 1 and we've got an away goal, that isn't a bad result either for City. It gives us something to work with, but I want to be confident, I want to be positive, and I'm saying that we can go to Paris and get a result. I'm confident we can get a score draw at least. I'm confident we can win the game if we play to the best of our ability, but it's all about how the players are playing over 90 minutes. Players like Neymar, Di Maria and Mbappe, scary front three, can cause us a lot of problems. For City to go through in this game, we need a result in Paris, and for us to get a result in Paris, we must with a capital M, U, S and T, be clinical in this game. Now for City, I'm wondering if we're going to rotate or not. I don't think we will. Like I said, I think it'll be a very similar team to what went out against Dortmund. I'm expecting City to go with a full-strength team. I'm expecting PSG to go with a full-strength team. So I think we'll be in for two very good games, both in Paris, followed by a good game in Manchester. In terms of the team for City, John Stones, he's not going to be suspended. He's only suspended domestically. He will be available for City, so it's a big call as to whether we go with Laporte, the man who scored the winner for us and had a really good game against Spurs at the weekend in the League Cup, who got that winning goal, of course, for us as well to help us win the cup, and he'll be full of confidence. Do we go with him or do we go with Stones? That remains to be seen. Aguero will be in contention, but I don't think he will be starting in this game. And yeah, we'll look elsewhere. People have suggested Nathan Ake could be given a go, possibly at left back for Manchester City, because he's quick and he'd help to try and stop the counter-attack threats, which is a way to go about it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Pep Guardiola maybe chuck out a curveball or two here. Players like Fernandinho, may they feature, may they even start in this game. That remains to be seen. Like I said, I'd be going with a near similar team to what we went with against Borussia Dortmund. Now, in terms of score prediction, I'm going to go for 1-1. Massive game, score, draw, City get an away goal. That'll do me every day of the week. Now, I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Cancelo left back, Dias and Laporte. Stones is unlucky to miss out. I'm going Rodri defensive midfield, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva playing through the middle. De Bruyne are acting as City's number 9 like we saw against Dortmund. I'm going for Mahrez and Foden, who've been our two most consistent wingers, starting on the right wing for Mahrez and the left wing for Foden. Foden, an absolute must going into this game. I think Raheem Sterling had a good game against Spurs. He's unlucky to miss out. I'd bring him in off the bench. Got good players on the bench too. Ferran Torres, Gabriel Jesus, Sergio Aguero. Good attacking options, like I said. Ake, Zinchenko. These are players that could well feature for City to help us out as well. Remains to be seen what's Pep going to go with. It's Pep against Pochettino again. We've had this in the Champions League before. Pochettino's got the better of Pep Guardiola for Spurs. He'll want revenge for it. There's lots and lots of things to look forward to. Lots of build-up as well. Really, I'm looking forward to this game. It's quite simple, though. The time is now. Let's score. Let's get an away goal. Let's get a good result. Bring them back to Manchester. Get the job done. Let's get to our first Champions League final. We do, though, need something to work with going into that match in Manchester. So, next stop, this big, massive Champions League game. I'm going to be doing a live watch-along of this game, of course. I'm doing a live watch-along of the other game as well. Real Madrid against Chelsea for everyone to look forward to. Scouted our potential opponents in the final if we do get there. So do come and join me there if you want to ask me any questions and stuff like that and have some good interaction. That would be much appreciated. But I'll see you on the other side. The live watch-along, that is next up for everybody to enjoy. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 17k subscribers, that is the aim. Don't forget also social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Thank you to them for sponsoring this video. Their link to their app, it's free to download by the way, is at the top of my description. It does help to support the future content created on my channel. And I'll see you all again for that live watch along. I'll see you all on the other side. PSG against Man City. First leg, Champions League semi-final. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now. Crunch time. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well too. I do hope you enjoyed the video as well. Peace. Ciao for now.